New luxury apartments are being built, though fortunately the old tower, used as a marker for shipping before effective lighthouses, has been retained as a feature. In the 1920s, Douglas Head was a hugely popular entertainment centre. It had amusement arcades and cafes and outdoor concert parties with the Marine Drive tramway running behind. Most of the old buildings have long since been cleared away, but the old theatre's still there, looking out across the sea, though its music and its audience have long since gone. One part of the 1889 scheme that did get built, albeit by a different company, was the Marine Drive, with its splendid toll gate. The road was quite an engineering feat and cut through some spectacular rock formations, where, like Bradder Head, the slate has been lifted and twisted onto its side. It's doubtful, though, that tourists would have cared much about that. The drive led to Port Sodric, another centre of entertainment where happy trippers could eat and drink to their heart's content. Douglas has continued to expand, and looking from the air you can see the result of planning policy. The clearly defined boundaries of the town, which is now joined up with nearby Onchan, are reviewed every few years by Tynwald, and land is rezoned for development. This means that the farmland on the right, which might currently fetch about £1,500 an acre, will suddenly be worth thousands or even hundreds of thousands of pounds if a developer wants to buy. The very edges of Onchan are also being filled in as the last parcels of zoned land are developed. In 1985, just 127 houses were built, but in 1991 the figure was 937. Not everyone is happy with this continuing erosion of the countryside, but it's nothing new. Looking back across the town, you can see the layers of expansion. The red roofs of Victoria Crescent, local authority housing from the late 20s, sits near the older part of the town with the terraces, gardens and squares of Georgian and Victorian Douglas. Woodburn Square and Derby Square provided an elegant setting for the new houses being built as the town prospered and its population trebled throughout the Victorian era. The tourists were catered for as well. On the seafront are the Gaiety Theatre and the Villa Marina at either end of spacious gardens.